Hello my fellow yarnstrosities. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do a starting chain or foundation chain. The chain is one of the most used techniques in crochet and can be used for pretty much any wearable blanket or basically any straight thing that you want to crochet. You may have heard about an alternative called the foundation single crochet or foundation double crochet. I'll show you this in a separate video because it is a different technique and it is a bit more difficult than your standard foundation chain.
Crochet cheat sheet.
For this tutorial, I'm using a chunky weight yarn and a 6.5mm hook. For your chain, you would obviously use whatever yarn your project calls for and the corresponding hook. To start with, pop a slip knot onto your hook. If you're not sure how to make a slip knot, don't worry, there's a video for that in my channel, which I will link to in the description box below. Once you have your slip knot on your hook, you're going to grab your working yarn and just pull it through that loop, like so. That's your first chain. To continue, repeat the exact same thing. Grab your working yarn, pull it through the loop on your hook. That's your second chain. Third chain, fourth chain, fifth chain, etc., etc. Usually you want to try and keep your chains an even size. This is just to make your project look a bit neater. If you're just starting out, it's probably not going to look quite as neat, and that is just because of tension. So if you pull your hook too far to the side, this loop is going to end up being quite big. So when you yarn over and pull through, the chain is going to be the same size as the loop. So if on the other side, if you pull too tightly, you yarn over and try and pull through that loop over there, the chain is going to be very tiny. So you'll have an uneven size in your chains. So what is important when chaining is to remember your tension. What you can do is sort of visually gauge by the size of this loop how big your chains are going to be or how big you want them to be, and just try and get them all a uniform size. What also helps is when I'm chaining, I tend to grab onto the second chain from my hook. So this is the first chain from the hook, this is the second chain from the hook. Just grab onto there while I'm doing my next chain, move up, grab onto that chain, do your next chain, move up, do your next chain, move up, do your next chain. This is just makes the tensioning a little bit easier. And that is how you do your chain. My advice to you is just to practice doing chains over and over and over until you get the tension right and until they can all be the same size and look uniform. And that's it, my fellow yarnstrosities. If you found this tutorial helpful, please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. You can also leave me a Ko-fi in the link that I'll drop in the description box below if you want. It would be very much appreciated. And that is how you do a chain. Stay tuned for more crochet cheat sheets coming up next.
This is crazy. I'm seeing ghosts over here.